North Korea chaos. Despot Kim Jong-un bans Mother's Day messages in jealous rage. North Korea's paranoid leader Kim Jong-un has banned Mother's Day messages in an attempt to cling on to control of the hermit state. North Korea has a small but growing Mother's Day holiday, but Despot Kim Jong-un is concerned the "I love you" messages attached to bouquets of flowers are threatening his power. In the rogue state, the three Kim leaders have all demanded unwavering, almost godlike support and adulation during their reigns, and the current dictator believes his leadership is being undermined. One source within North Korea said the loving messages children are sending to their mothers are seen as encroaching upon the significance of Kim, and the memory of his father and grandfather. The unnamed source told Daily NK the holiday was relatively new to North Korea, but citizens had taken to it in recent years, before Kim's heartless and bizarre crackdown. The South Pyongan province resident said, when the holiday was first announced, people were not that fussed. But as the regime began pushing propaganda about the holiday in subsequent years, people have started putting more thought into what to buy their mothers in the days leading up to the holiday. As the day became more popular, state-run shops and other merchants began offering various kinds of flower arrangements. But the regime has begun restricting the practice of attaching ribbons signifying a thank you or I love you, since it encroaches upon the significance of cult of personality offerings of flower baskets in front of portraits. The source said anger was growing at the way the role of the mother was being ignored by Kim's one-party state. They said, people are starting to say that in North Korea, there are fathers but no mothers, a reflection of discontent towards the patriarchal nature of society. It is really sad that people have to express thanks to the father Kim Jong-un after every little thing he does, but we cannot express thanks to our actual mothers on Mother's Day. Despite this, he said, North Koreans were continuing to reward their mothers on Mother's Day, despite Kim's threats. They said, grown children often give clothes or money, while younger children save their allowance or part-time job earnings to buy some winter gloves for their mother, for instance. Poor children of farmers may prepare breakfast for their mothers or do some extra chores around the house instead of purchasing a gift. It comes amid an ever-tightening spiral of threat and counter-threat between North Korea and their Western rivals. It comes after South Korean intelligence confirmed North Korea has the capability to fire intercontinental ballistic missiles at any time. Amid growing fears about Pyongyang's nuclear and missile programs, Seoul's spy agency Daepongira test site appears ready for another detonation at any time. After being briefed by the spy agency, lawmakers in South Korea told reporters, the agency is closely following the developments because there is a possibility that North Korea could fire an array of ballistic missiles this year under the name of a satellite launch and peaceful development of space, but in fact to ratchet up its threats against the United States. Meanwhile, the hermit state is enforcing even tougher controls on outside information in the face of a wave of international sanctions which have isolated North Korea further.